County Human Rights Commissioner, and I nominated Russell Campbell Sr. As a teenager, Russ went south to march with Dr. Martin Luther King. And while he was down there marching with Martin Luther King, he was beaten up and locked up. And since 1983, he's been marching for the citizens of Montgomery County. He's been a commissioner for 12 years. He's currently the chairman of the commission. And I've seen how he acts in certain situations, and I've benefited from his leadership. Russ is well known by the community. The residents in different organizations know Russ and they trust Russ. They know if they have a problem, they can bring it to Russ. They know if they have an event or celebration, Russ will be there to support them. I think this is very important in what we do. Well, the county's changing. You know, Russ wants to have a all-inclusive community which is harmonious, a lot of harmony. This becomes very important now since Montgomery County has moved toward being a minority community. So the issues and actions that we must do become more important. Russ is very, very passionate about human rights. And I've even seen Russ get emotional about human rights. I think this nomination is well deserving.
Hey, my name is Russell Campbell Sr. And here I work with the Human Rights Commission. I am the chairman of the commission. And we work in conjunction with the Human Rights Department. Back in 1957, I attended a convention in Dallas, Texas. It was a Baptist convention. The speaker of that convention was a young fellow by the name of Martin Luther King, Jr. And the thing that resonated with me was, he said, we will not hate, we will refuse to cooperate with wrong. Later on, when I heard about the students' sit-ins in Greensboro, North Carolina, I decided in Detroit we didn't have the same issues with the five and dime stores, we used to call them, but we wanted to have support demonstrations. So I organized the NAACP Youth Council into going out in the streets in front of the Woolworth and demonstrate. And then in the fall of 1961, I decided to go to Atlanta, Georgia, to the Morehouse College. As I went off to school, my father gave me one directive, and he said simply, wherever you go, make a difference in a positive way. And I've tried to live by that throughout my life. When people wake up in the morning, they should wake up knowing that their lives are protected by a society that believes in the rights of its people. And we have to have the expectation that when we go to work, or when we go to school, or when we go to church, or wherever we're going, that nobody's going to be hitting on us or arresting us for no reason at all, or shooting us in the streets. And we must protect those who cannot protect themselves. Be a voice for those who cannot speak for themselves, and have that voice heard in the halls of power. I just recently was reading an article about some of the voting suppression that is going on in this country. It was horrible for me to even consider. I went to voter rights in Mississippi, in Georgia, in South Carolina. The reality is that if you make it hard for somebody to vote, then you're making it easy for somebody else to get elected. To me, the basic human rights is the right to have your voice heard. When I see things like that happen, I know that the battle, the revolution is not over yet. If we step back and put our guards down, the dream will be wiped out. And we have to make sure that that doesn't happen. It is always an honor and a pleasure to be recognized for your work, to make a difference, to walk away from an environment and knowing that your image is still there long after you're gone. There's a special, very, very special feeling inside when you've done that.